So I think I want to install the regulators in the door and start putting all the window stuff together, the glass, vent windows, trim, all that kind of stuff. I want to put some weight in those doors, just because they haven't had weight in them in a long time. So it'll help them close a little easier, and if the doors do sag a little bit because they have weight in them, then we can adjust the doors before door panels are on. So first I want to start off by cleaning all this stuff up. So I think these are the original regulators. This one has a couple random pieces of hardware in it, so which is the driver's side. So I don't know if this one was replaced at some point. It still has a Delco number on it, like this one. I don't know. I'll have to test them and clean them up. Get all these little wheels greased up and clean all this crud out of here. So I have those. I have all these tracks I removed. I have to clean those up, and I have a couple of the window slides in there I need to take out and clean. So these look like they're these stainless pieces that go on the outside edge of the door, right on this side of the paint. The door panel has a fuzzy. This door side has a little strip that goes here with stainless and then a rubber seal, and then this lip is where it ends and the vent window starts. So I need to buy a new rubber seal for these, clean these up, and restaple them on, clean up these tracks. And then I mean these are in good shape, but I don't know, I might bead blast them too, because I don't want rust underneath the door panel. I don't want that to eat at the back side of the panel, so yeah, I might blast those. So this is the passenger box. I have the vent window regulator. They both move. This driver's side one's a little sticky, so I'll have to grease that. But for those of you who didn't believe me, there's the driver's side door lock. I think the lockpick might be lost out of it, but looks like someone jammed a screwdriver or put a screwdriver in there and beat the crap out of it. So that's one piece that was violated, and I have the vent window in the basement, and that has the hinge broken off. So I have some repair work to do there. There's the other lock. Here it is. And this is what the good lock should look like. So beat the snot out of that. So that'll stay with the car. I'm not going to obviously use this lock, but this is just more evidence to show the car's past and show what it came from. So that's not going anywhere. And I'm going to tell the story. So I'm going to start first by cleaning up both regulators, testing them, and then installing them. Then I'll work on those seals that go on the top of the door. So I wanted to see, since some of these bolts were mismatched on the other side, I cleaned off a little bit of grime here, and it does say 63H. So this is original real deal motor. So I'll get all this grease and grime cleaned off, and I'll see if I can. I think you come into problems with these things because there's a spring wound up really tight in here, or maybe not really tight, just tight. If you take the motor out, this thing comes out. So there's probably a procedure to wind it. So this spring is wound in tight through this motor. So if you release it, I think it'd probably be pretty bad. I think there's a caution statement in the service manual about doing that. So I don't think I'll be taking this apart. I think this is as far as I'll go. I'll just see how well I can grease it and get all this other grease out of the teeth here. So we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna have to put a little grease in here, clean these up, but everything's in good shape. It should be fine. These motors should be good. I don't know if I can take these apart or not. I don't want brushes to come flying out if I take this out. So I think I'm just going to leave this all together. Alright, so to properly clean these, I want to take the motor off the regulator because you can see that the grease is like a paste now. So they'll move a lot better once I take those off, clean it, and put new grease in. And the service manual says to do this, you need to put power to the regulator and line it up so this hole there lines up with one of the bolt holes, which I'm going to use this one here. So you take this one out and replace it with a 1/4-20 bolt that's longer. And then you can take the motor off with 3 bolts. Did it on the last one, it didn't get hurt, so that's good. So I just cranked it down so the gear was touching the base plate, and then for safety's sake I put a couple extra clamps on there in case something did move a little bit, because I wasn't really trusting a Harbor Freight bolt with that spring tension. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of WD-40 in here to loosen it up. This is my dad's old power supply that you hook up to a 110 outlet, and it gives out 12 volts, and it has enough current to move these motors. So I'm going to spray this with WD-40 and carefully take this apart and clean both pieces and grease it up and put it back in the car. So negative post is over here, and there's 2 positive posts. I'm hooking it up to the vertical post that's lower. We'll see which way it moves. Wrong way, hit the stop. The other hole. I was mistaken. So take out the other screw, put the bolt in. This one out. I stacked a bunch of washers up fill in this opening. Close it up until it touches. The sprocket touches the back plate. Some tension in there. And we'll put these 2 clamps on there, one here, just to give it a little extra insurance. I'm going to go over there, far away from the car, take these out, and I'll show you what it looks like, as you can probably imagine. So here's the old grease on here. It's just hard as a rock and it's like a paste. So these will run a lot smoother with new grease. So just wipe these down, scrub them down, put some fresh grease on, put them together, and put them in the car. So now that the motor is taken off and everything's re-greased, I'll re-grease the stuff down here in a minute, but I want to position this regulator back in the window up position because right now it's really long. So if it's in the up position, it makes everything at an angle, that way you can snake it in the door easier. So yeah, that's how I want it. So I'll clean this side up now that I moved it. So which way did it rotate? This rotated clockwise, so the bottom post makes it go clockwise, the top post makes it go counterclockwise. So I'll clean the rest of this up, and then we'll put it in the car. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That little button down here somewhere around me has a face on it, so click that and that'll subscribe, or hit the little red subscribe button down below. But I got a lot of work to do, as you can see, so I'll catch you guys later.